Hello, this is Jason Gleckner. I'm the ICOM product manager. I just want to take a minute to explain the differences between a relative humidity control and a DewPoint humidity control. Relative humidity basically reads the amount of moisture at a specific temperature. So as temperature changes, the relative humidity also changes. Absolute humidity control actually reads the moisture content in a specific volume of air. And here's a couple graphs to show you what I'm talking about. So given two cylinders or glasses, if you take this back to 8th grade science, the one on the left is where you actually want to be. Let's say we have a 72 degree air set point. So at 72 degrees, I want to maintain a 50% relative humidity. And what that actually means is I'm 50% relative to that dry bulb, or that 72 degrees. As the dry bulb changes from 72 to 78, the amount of moisture that air can hold is greater. So when you look at it relatively, you're only at 41% relative to that temperature. So from the control perspective, at 78 degrees, it was only at 41%. So a relative humidity control is going to humidify because it wants to be at the 50% relative to that temperature. Well, at the same time, the control also recognizes that the dry bulb is 6 degrees higher than. So it's going to initiate a call for cooling and start to drive that temperature back down to the 72 degrees. Well, as it drives it to 72 degrees, the reference for the relative humidity control changes, and now if you look at the chart here, it would actually be at 60% relative to that 72 degrees. So now what a controller has to do is to overcool to suck that moisture back out. So you can easily see where this can get into a repetitive cycle, especially in a low load condition, to where the temperature is fluctuating, the compressors are activating, it's too much, they turn off, the temperature climbs, and you get into a cyclical temperature change, which kind of drives the humidity crazy and increases your energy bill. So looking at it a little bit closer, if you're familiar with the psychrometric chart, here's basically how the dew point control changes versus the relative humidity control as the dry bulb changes. So even a 3-degree change in dry bulb could actuate your humidifier based on your relative humidity controls. Well, thank you very much for sitting through this module on dew point versus relative humidity control. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Again, this is Jason Gleckner, the ICOM product manager. Thank you.